Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So what I will tell you is fall is in the air, but I'm not being fooled, okay? I still think we have a little bit more warm weather in. It's the start of September. Now, if you are not joining us every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I definitely invite you to do so. What we do on our Sunday lives is we kind of go over the things that I really want and need to get accomplished in the garden. Some weeks it's a little bit more than others, but this is a way to help me stay on track. And like I've shared with you all before, you all help me to stay on track, because when I come back that next Sunday, I definitely don't want to let you all down. So one of the things that we're going to be doing today is working on this bed. Now I'm going to link the video to where we worked on this bed and just lined it up, but I didn't want to put too much on myself, and so I have decided to do just this bed right here. And so we have vincas that are in here, salvias, dahlias, and zinnias. Now what I'm going to do today, although they probably could grow a little bit more, they're looking a little old, a little bit tired, is we're going to pull these zinnias. Now at first I was just going to pull these over here, and there are two types of zinnias, but then this little set over here is getting rust on here, so we're going to go ahead and just clean this up. Again, there are dahlias that are in here. I'm going to try to stake it so that you can tell in the end, so make sure that you stay until the end so you can see the difference. And so each time I clean a section of the bed, these are calibrachoas right here, so we're going to water them in as well. It's amazing how some of them will start blooms back and then others won't, and we feed them all at the same time. For example, like this one over here, you see the blooms on here, and I don't know why. Maybe it's the amount of sun and the direction that it gets each day, but I'm seriously going to focus right here. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to step back because I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. And it wasn't necessarily my fault, but I was just like, you know what? We're not going to worry about this. Not today. So as you can see, a big difference from the beginning of the video to now, because as I was going to stake the dahlia, and it's so pretty, it really was a pretty color. As I was going to stake the dahlia, I stood it up and I heard a crack. So I was like, that's okay. I'll stand the other one up. It'll be fine. And I just kept hearing cracks. So I didn't pull the whole thing, tubers and everything, because what I plan on doing is mulching it really well, if you can see it right there, over the winter, and hopefully it will come back. Now, since we're in the Atlanta area now, I'm not sure if the tubers will be okay over the winter, just because the clay soil. And we'll see. Like I'm just gonna mulch it really well during the winter, and then we'll see what happens. And then I can say, okay, we can leave tubers in ground, or we can't, because in some places you can, and some places you have to dig them up. But okay, y'all, so we got everything. Again, I'm gonna take my little edger and just really tidy up the edge right here. But we had some salvias that were hiding, and we cut them back because a lot of them were leggy, so hopefully they'll get a little bit more growth. Actually, some of them were starting to bloom, but if not, I know that I started a lot of snapdragons from seed, and we'll put some in the back. But let me tell you what I had to do. So I had to dig up this phlox because it's really struggling, and I'm going to cut these leggier pieces back, but you see how it's getting new growth at the ground. And I know it's sad, y'all, but I had an extra phlox. So I popped that one in here, and we have phlox all along the garden bed, but these get this color right here, and then the other ones are lighter pink. So we have 1, 2, and then we have this one right here, which you couldn't see that either because of the dahlias that were covering it. So we got those done, and it looks so much better. Again, I'm going to stand back. And so what I'm going to do now is just tidy up, put everything up. I put my bench up because I'm known to leave stuff just laying around, like that shovel that you see over there. But I'm going to put everything up. And so we'll just continue to work on our garden chores for this week. But I'm really happy that I got this done. Now, the daylily is staying in, but once we start getting into where we're starting to get frost, the vincas don't like frost and we'll pull them up. But this is what I'm going to tell you. Oh, I saw a lot that had seeded, some little seedlings. So I would bet you next season, when the time is right, we will have some vinca seedlings that will start popping up. And I am okay with that because I love it. I love the vincas right here, and it really is a tough plant, especially if you're in the South. Like, it's tough. And it doesn't take a lot of water. Like, I'm almost thinking it's like drought, you know, like it could, because I don't water this area every day, and then this is not on drip irrigation, and they do just fine. Now, I should have cut them back a little bit, but that's okay. I'm loving how they're looking. And so hopefully we'll have a few blooms from the salvia, but I do plan on putting a lot of taller snapdragons in the back. So one last thing before we go, I started on this, and let me tell y'all, so drip is ran to the beds, and I heard something, and I had already when we first got these raised beds built, I had already like hit one of the pipes. So I was like, see, first of all, you're not even supposed to be over there. But I did check, and everything's okay with the drip irrigation. I only checked zone 4. It's okay. It's okay. But what I wanted to tell you is that I flipped this up, the creeping Jenny, because it was starting to take root in the ground. So I'm just going to give that a little haircut and just trim this up, because technically this is part of this bed as well. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.